So I'm talking to a huge, big manifestator, and you can manifest whatever you want, and you know it easily, because it's who you are. It's life, going through life itself, right? But you can really feel your manifestations, and you can, like, through your mind's eye, you can see other worlds. It's not that like there are other worlds, but you can see the worlds that could come up from this world you're living on, right? You can see potentialities that are like bubbling, and you can see clearly what's to come, right? You might even be that kind of person who has like conversations with other people, because you're like able to connect, right, through telepathy, and through, you can connect to the spirit, which is connected to everyone, right? And you might have conversations with other people, and you're like you can merge two worlds, right? Because you can have physical conversations with them, and then you can have conversations with them in the astral. But then you forget that those conversations are through dreams also. But then you forget that those conversations were purely in the astral. So you'll go like, oh yeah, I know the situation, or like, what we're living is this. But then you forget that they don't know, because they cannot really reach these levels. Probably they are regular people that cannot, like, they can, but they do not access those levels within them, right? They cannot like talk to others telepathically or through dreams, or they cannot really access the etherical realms, so they can access the astral realm, right? And so you might feel like sometimes you have conversations with those people, but then they forget that you had that conversation, right? But like at the same time, you might feel like a little confused, because for you, those conversations you have in your head, right? Those conversations you have in your spirit are true. They are as true as like the results of like the potentialities you see, right? It's like you see it so clearly that you have no doubt about it, that it's real life. But at the same time, you get really, really, really frustrated when other people don't see it, or like when you don't see it in the 3D, right? In the materialized world. And so you can get like, you start to doubt yourself and doubt yourself and doubt yourself. But let me tell you, love, let me tell you something. You don't need to get frustrated. You don't need to get confused about the real conversations you had with people and the other real conversations you had with people, okay? You get frustrated because you are seer, okay? You are a seer. You can see beyond the world, okay? You can see the potentiality of things. And you're very smart, right? You know that the future is not written yet, but there are several timelines that you can see. You know that variables may change, and that is why, like Louise L.A. said, the present moment is, she said, is the moment for power. She says something like this: the present moment is the time of power. I don't know, but that is why, like, present moment is so important, because it's only in the present that you can see the potentialities that can happen in the present moment, because the next present moment they might change, right? But either way, you can see clearly what's to come, and sometimes those things are really not presented, or they don't happen in this regular world everybody's living in, right? In the seen world. And like and like, even with your manifestations, you can feel it when they're close to you, when they're far away from you, when they're about to happen. You are like this magician who is in control of momentums, and you can really feel them, like the probabilities and the statistics of something coming down and materialize itself, right? So, like, my dear, sometimes what you see might be 20 years from now, 10 years from now, you know? But they are the true thing, okay? You can see things in the 5D that may or not come true in the 4D. But please don't get frustrated, okay? We as seers, as visionaries, right? The only thing we can have is to believe in ourselves more and more and more and more, right? Develop a connection with the spirit that needs to be unbreakable, right? So we don't overcome to doubt, don't overcome to confusions, don't overcome to, you know, to the illusion, right, of only material world. And we really need to learn about patience, right? Really need to learn about patience, because look, what you see is real, right? Although it changes and it's movable, and although all of this, don't get frustrated. You're a seer, okay? It's just that. And the seers need to learn how to have patience, because whatever you see is true, okay? But you're also learning in the higher realms that the truth is movable, right? The only constant truth that we really have is the natural world. Other than that, everything is movable. But do not overcome to doubt, okay? What you see is real, what you feel is real, what you know is real, okay? So don't get frustrated, you're just a seer.